Beautiful love. Good morning, everybody. It's Christmas Eve 2024, and today I'm going to go to Ivybridge to explore a new area. I'm going up Western Beacon, which is a hill overlooking Ivybridge. I've never been there before, but I've seen it from the bus. So let's do this. We're waiting for the gold bus, the painting bus, and then we'll get off at Ivybridge and go from there. So this is the painting gold leaving Plymouth at 10 to 11, 5 to 11. Painting gold bus leaving Plymouth now. It'll take about just over half an hour to get to Ivybridge, probably nearly 3/4 of an hour to get to Ivybridge. And then we'll do some exploring going up the Western Beacon. The gold bus is now coming off the A38 heading towards Ivybridge, and the beacon is just over the back there, which we will be climbing or walking up. That's an unusual shaped car. Better view of the beacon there. You can see the clouds just scraping over the top of it on a bit of a claggy day. It should be a gentle little walk actually, not too far. I've just got off the gold bus and I'm going to start heading towards the beacon now. I don't know which is the best route up. So I've got to get out of Ivybridge, and the hill is in the background there. Not sure what direction to take at this junction, which is coming out of Ivybridge, but I don't think left is the answer. I need to go right. Maybe not, didn't go right, I kept to the left, and I'm following this road through the back of Ivybridge. That's interesting. Gilbert and Gilks and Gordon. Kendall. I haven't got a clue what that is. Interesting. This is the picturesque River Erne running through Ivybridge. We're just going past Stopford Mill at the moment, which is an old mill, and it looks a bit derelict, but it's got a visitor's entrance. We're already doing that today. This is all new to me. Look at that big chimney there. So we passed the mill and we got Ivybridge Community College on the right. Hopefully this is the right direction to get to the beacon. The Dartmoor National Park.
Yeah, when COVID was on, it was brilliant because I could walk up on the moors when nobody was around.
Yeah.
So it was wonderful. Right?
And this is the main Penzance railway line.
Yes.
Heading
London as well.
London, Edinburgh,
Yeah.
Cardiff.
Well, not Cardiff. Cardiff. You change to Bristol for Cardiff.
Yeah.
I think.
Nice and peaceful, isn't it?
Trains don't run that often, so it's not like you're on the main line.
Yeah.
No, main line.
So a local chap in Ivybridge just showed me the directions for the public footpath to Stamford Moorgate. and the top of the hill, the beacon. Coming out the top of Ivybridge, a chap was walking up the hill and he stopped and talked to me, and he showed me the way to get to the beacon. So that's what we're doing now. We're going on the public footpath to the beacon. So it should be a nice little gentle walk, I think. Come to the end of this little lane, and we've got two gates here, but we've got a track leading off to the left, which I presume is the public footpath towards the beacon. It's claggy today and very warm. I reckon it's going to be the warmest Christmas in England in a long time, on record probably. Very mild, but claggy. Some very nice people in Ivybridge. I've just been talking to a lady and passing the day away with her, and she told me that she's coming up to the beacon tomorrow. It's Christmas Eve today, and she said she's coming up to the beacon tomorrow to just sit and relax and have a picnic on Christmas Day, get away from all the madness. It's that mild, even though it's claggy, you don't really need a coat. As we get higher, we're getting into the panoramic areas as well. Getting a bit out of breath because I'm carrying a tripod and a bag as well as the camera. The motorway track's beginning to narrow out now. The best things in life are free. You can give them to the birds and bees, but I've got the money. That's what I want. I want my money. This is where you start seeing the long and winding road. Keeps on running to your door. Green leaves are falling to the colour of her hair. Funny colour hair. Must be a punk. We're coming to an opening where I think we can see the top of the beacon there. Should get some great panoramic views. The guy I was talking to earlier showed me his pictures on a sunny day and they're really nice. Looking down at Ivybridge. You should never put off your walks because you think it's going to be claggy or there might be a bit of rain. Otherwise you'd never do any walks in the UK. And I felt a bit like that this morning and I'm really glad I came. It's really mild. Taking my jacket off now. I feel as though I'm sweating. You can see the ridge of the beacon there. So obviously we've got to swing up right soon. Looks as though there's a gate ahead. Look at that. Onto the moor. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Glad tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Jeremy, a friend of mine, was checking the origins of Santa Claus yesterday, and apparently Santa Claus came from Turkey. Look at that, you got a motorway there. Well, that's very appropriate. Santa Claus coming from Turkey, and we have turkey for Christmas. We got a sign here for erosion control. Keep off the worn routes, spread out, walk on this on the sward, and do not create eroding paths. Of course not, especially on days like this when it's damp and claggy and thingy-majiggy. Right, open the gate, and that's my Monfratto. No unauthorised vehicles. That's my Monfratto that I'm carrying, so it's quite heavy. I grab that and then I can talk about it later. You're on this area, but once you get out of this main area, you're okay. Got to be careful that the clag doesn't come in because I haven't got a compass on me, so I don't want to get lost on the moor. That beautiful view of the sun coming through the clouds. if you look carefully, you can see the clouds moving pretty quick from right to left. So it's late December now, though, on the 24th, and the bracken and the gorse have died off for the winter, but they'll very quickly soon be. Get some lovely panoramic views now. The guy I was talking to earlier showed me his house from this view, which is down the valley there. Look how the landscape's changed now, we're on moor. Looks as though this beacon is also a gateway onto Dartmoor, because look at all those little peaks that are unfolding around me now. I have to get a map and look at it properly. So 18 months ago I was on the painting bus, and the guy in his 80s said, as we went past this beacon on the bus, said, I'm going to climb that one day. And so I thought, well, I need to climb it one day as well. So this is the day. Still see the guy on different buses, and he uses the buses as a way of talking and communicating, so I hope they don't take the bus passes away from pensioners. It keeps them alive and gets them out. Look at that beautiful view. That's interesting. Suddenly out of the view you've got this motorway track going to the next beacon, but we're not doing that today because I haven't got the kit to go to where. And it's getting in the afternoon now, so mid-afternoon, well, 1 o'clock-ish. Check the watch in a minute. The jumper I'm wearing today is Dartmoor sheep's wool, so I feel at home with the sheep today. When I was mountain rescue, you used to barter the sheep by yourself because there's nobody else to talk to. Got to watch out for the cloud today because it starts coming in and I'm going to have to get down very quickly because we get lost. That's where those people are, is where I came from, and I've got to follow that green patch all the way back down. Look at the village there. Villages are people full of their own little issues and their own issues of importance and seriousness and stresses, and you get away from it by being up here, because all the stresses are put on you by other people and the system. I don't think I'm going too much further because tracks go all over the place, and like I said, if the cat comes in, I won't know which one to follow. So I'll have to come on a sunny day and get to the right to the top. Unless I'm lucky, we're near there now, nearly there now. The ground's so soft here, it's like a carpet. Moss and grass. Very good for the landscape and purifying the air. Decarbonising is the word I was looking for. So in the summer, I should think you find adders and lizards up here as well, probably, if you're lucky. Dee 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 dee. Looks as though we might be at the top of the beacon soon. No trick point. Unless it's a false summit. Class, this looks like the summit after all. Lots of rocks all put together. Like being on the moon. I can feel a song coming on in a minute. That'll really turn you on. Millions of yards. Definitely a trick point. That's the biggest trick point I've ever come across. As well. I'm not going to climb up there today. I think, oh yeah, people have put all their stones on bits at a time. Oh, look at the views there. Beautiful. Here actually. So next time I see the old man, or the guy in his 80s, I can tell him I've done that hill for him and me. So that's the road towards Paynton and Totnes in that direction. And then you've got Plymouth and Ivybridge in that direction. On the top of the world, looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is the love that I found ever since you've been around. Gonna put me at the top of the world. Right, just changing the weather, the clouds are coming in, so I'm getting down off this hill because I'm not keen to be here with. Just came on the spur of the moment today, and I'm glad I came. So let's go! Right, we've got changing the weather now and the clouds beginning to come in, so I need to get back and down before it comes in totally, otherwise I'll get disorientated and get lost, which is what happens to people when they're hill walking. So you've got to be careful, you should have a compass with you. But this route and walk was unplanned today, just went for it, and I'm glad I did it. It's been really nice. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm heading back to the track I came down on now. There's a few people on the hill today. They've got all right cute hill bags, raincoats and things like that. I've got a raincoat. I haven't got proper trousers and shoes. by train or by bus, the Gold Bus, the local bus, which is the city bus from Plymouth. By the way, I've just broken rule number 1. Trainers are the slippiest footwear in winter with wet grass, and I've just gone and slid down the hill and created that mark. And I didn't break my leg being here by myself. So I've always got to remember things like that and try and be sensible, which I'm not probably today. Dropping below the cloud now, so it's not too bad. Heading back towards Ivybridge, so there's no point in recording all the way back again. When you come to these places, take deep breaths, take in the air and fill your lungs, and then you get all the ions and the elements and you're at one with the world, and I'm like that all the time, and it's a beautiful feeling. Best sense of well-being. It's better than drugs, alcohol or anything else. You get endorphin and adrenaline high with the ions in the air as well. It's beautiful. The last scenic views before we drop down below the tree line again. So I set off at 10 to 11, it's only 10 to 1 now, 10 past 1 now. So it's a nice easy walk, and it's not too far from Plymouth. So we'll be a different route back to Ivybridge now. I've got back to this little motorway road track, and the guy told me that it'll take me down to the main road. So that's what I'll do, and then get the bus back to Plymouth. Even the motorway track to take this little bundle to the right, because it looks as though it's going more directional towards Ivybridge. I don't want to go back on the moor at the moment. I've just fallen over in my trainers twice. A bit silly coming up here in trainers. Come to a stone wall now, so I'm going to have to follow that down anyway. Look at the beautiful landscape rolling away in front of us. Can hear a train in the background on the main London Penzance line. We're at the top end of Ivybridge now, and we've got a little stye there, so we need to go over that, and then it's off the moor heading towards the main road to get a bus back to Plymouth. Hopefully. Could be wrong. Well, quarry working, so I must be wrong. And I'm not going to go down there, I don't think, because I don't know where it's going today, and I need the right shoes. Look at this. Well, the last attempt, we're nearly off the moor now, and we get down to this gate and we got a path leading back down into the civilian area or the second attempt, and we're coming off the moor now, and this is a gateway that will take us to the main road, hopefully, and then a bus back to Plymouth. Like I said, you've got to be very careful with trainers in these sort of conditions. When the grass is wet and it becomes one of the slippiest surfaces you can have. And I've fallen over twice, sprained my ankle slightly, which is silly me. And still been a good day though. Coming down this way, it looks like there's two routes we can use. There's a gate there, and then there's a track to the left. So don't need to necessarily go back to Ivybridge. As long as you get a road, I can get a bus back. So I think we'll swing left. We're nearly off this bit now, and we're coming into a farm lane by the looks of it. Bit of tarmac surface. I can hear the main road in the distance. I can start to hear the traffic. Just look at this expensive property with beautiful views around it. Some of the traffic's getting close now, so we're not too far away. And that'll be the main road to Paynton and Totnes. Come to a junction here, so we got the Western Tidings to the left and Edison Trust to the left, and I see the Paynton bus in the background there, I think, so we're not too far from the main road now at all, so I think we'll swing to the right anyway. Nice smell of the country here, all those farms, bales stacked ready for the winter. Oh, wait a minute, we're in winter. Believe it or not. Coming back over the main Penzance railway line, which is the only way out to London and Edinburgh from here. Just coming to the main road now. So Ivybridge is to the right, and then Paynton and Totnes to the left. And the new builds there. So we've just come out of St David's Lane, and we're now in North Fulham. So where we've come out brings us about a mile away from Ivybridge in this direction, North Fulham. There's the beacon I've just come on. There's also a bus stop here, so I'll have to decide whether I'm going to get a bus from here or walk to Ivybridge and get a bus back from Ivybridge. Well, it's the last bit of the trip, and I decided to walk to Ivybridge because there's more chance of me getting a bus from there. So here we go. There's a gold bus, but it's going in the wrong direction. That was quick. We're now back into Ivybridge, and the bus back to Plymouth will be soon, hopefully. Still plenty of time. It's linked with St. Pierre-sur-Dives in front. We're now back at the starting point. The road I started off on was to the right, so I've done a complete circle and I'm nearly back in Ivybridge now. And Ivybridge is 11 miles from Plymouth, so I'll get a bus back. So that's it, today's walk's done, and I'm on a bus, the gold bus back to Plymouth. And it's good timing because it's only 13 minutes past 3, so we've had a good day. And as they say on Disney, that's all folks. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great Christmas and New Year, and make everything work out. Be healthy and happy in the new year. End all these stupid wars, and let's have a healthy world for everybody, and the planet as well. Thanks to the great people I met on this walk. Have a wonderful 2025. Love Summertime TV Worldwide. You can contact us at ccasphoto1@gmail.com. Don't forget to friend and share the video. It's